Hi guys, Lillian the Vegan here with a recipe using the Negi Miso that I made a couple of days ago. The Negi Miso is so versatile, and again, I can't stress how wonderful Japanese food is. If you're new to Japanese food, and in particular if you're a vegan, then you are the person that I'm trying to sort of reach out to, because you really can enjoy Japanese food and turn it into a vegan dish. So this Negi Miso is so easy to make. I think that there are just so many things you can do with it, so many ways to enjoy it. And today I'm going to make sushi with my Negi Miso. Look at that, how gorgeous that is. You're just not going to find something like that in a shop or a restaurant, because unfortunately for us vegans, vegan sushi means cucumber rolled up in rice and nori, or avocado. So yeah, I hope that you try this recipe and see how simple it is and how delicious it is. So have a look at the recipe. To make Negi Miso, start with half a tablespoon of sesame oil, and my pan is on low heat at the moment, so you don't want to burn the spring onion, the negi. Okay, once the pan gets hot, we're going to add 200 grams of the tips of the negi, the part that you would normally throw away. So 200 grams of the sliced negi, give that a stir. The negi has been cooking for 3 minutes, and as you can see, it's not as raw as it was when we first put it in, so it's just wilted nicely enough. And to that we're going to add the rest of the ingredients: 50 grams of miso, 1 tablespoon of white sesame seeds, 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 1/4 teaspoon of chopped chili flakes, 100 mils of water. Give that a good mix. And then you're going to let it simmer until the water evaporates and it turns into a nice paste. So I've mixed all the ingredients into the negi, and at this point you want to keep it on a medium heat, and you do have to watch it. Just keep stirring. It should only take about 5 minutes for the water to reduce before you put in the last ingredient, which is the soy sauce. The Negi Miso is looking excellent, so you just want it to be sort of a nice paste, and once this cools it is going to get thicker, so make sure you don't reduce it too much. I was reducing on a medium heat for 4 minutes. And the last thing that's going into this is half a teaspoon of soy sauce. Add the teaspoon, turn the heat off, make sure you give it a nice mix, and place this in a bowl and chill in the fridge. Once it's chilled, it's ready to use. To make the Negi Miso sushi rice, I'm starting off with 300 grams of cooked white rice. To that you're going to add the beautiful Negi Miso that we made, and I'm using 100 grams. I'm also going to add some chopped shallots. This is called negi in Japanese, and really you can add this, you don't have to, but I like to have the fresh negi, which is negi, the slimmer shallot type spring onions. And I like also the cooked version that's in here. So I think adding it gives the sushi rice a bit more kick to it, a bit more punch. And just give that a mix. My rice is still warm. I've took it out of the rice cooker 10 minutes ago, so it's still relatively warm. Once you've mixed that nicely, set it aside. For the deep fried tofu, I suggest you cut the tofu into the shape and size that you want for each sushi piece. So mine are in, let's say, 3 centimeter triangles. And because the tofu was a little bit thick, I just sliced it down the center. So it was like that, sliced down the center. Again, you're going to have to put this into the shapes that you like. And heat atsuage, or the fried tofu, on both sides for about 3 minutes per side. As you can see, the tofu's nice and browned on both sides, 3 minutes on each side. I forgot to mention that I use 250 grams of tofu. To that I'm adding 30 grams of the tare, the Japanese barbecue sauce, and 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. That's it. Once you've coated the tofu nicely and the tare has coated the tofu, then that's it. It's ready to use for the sushi. Now to make the little sushis, just wet your hands with some water so that the rice doesn't stick too much. Okay, get as much rice as you want for each sushi piece. You've obviously eaten sushi or seen sushi before, so think a mouthful, a bite-sized amount, because it's going to go into your mouth in one go. I'd say that's pretty close. And just make sure you sort of squeeze the rice, not so, roughly. Don't get aggressive or anything, and that'll just make sure that the rice stays nice and firm and doesn't sort of collapse when you pick it up. All right, add some wasabi. You can add the wasabi now. I like to add my wasabi so I don't have to bother doing it when I'm eating. Okay, grab a piece of the beautiful little tofu triangles that we made. Actually, put that side up. Lovely. And then go around it with some nori. Excellent. And if you're finding the nori's too long, just break it off. Again, dab your finger in a bit of water just to seal the end of the nori, like so. And there you go, a beautiful little sushi, vegan sushi ensemble going on. So do the rest and then they're honestly ready to go. So here it is, the final product, and you are so not going to be disappointed. On my little plate here, I've only put 5 out. That's about how many I would eat. Bullshit. No, I'd eat definitely double that. I actually made 14, okay? So there's 5 here and 14. So, another 9 in the fridge, chilling for when my friend comes over to help me eat them and enjoy them. So I'll just show you one here, close up, with my shit video quality, because I'm still using the iPhone and yeah. Anyway, won't get into that. Gorgeous. Now, I just want to say quickly, for some reason, people overseas tend to dip everything in soy sauce when they're eating Japanese food, and Japanese people just don't do that. Yes, definitely sushi you do dip, I'm not denying that, but you don't have to dip everything in soy sauce and heaps of, just drown everything you eat in soy sauce. Don't do it. Japanese food is not meant to be eaten like that. However, I do hope that you enjoy, you know, eating Japanese food however you like. Really, I can't, you know, sit here and judge you and pretend I know everything about Japanese, you know, the way of eating Japanese food, because I don't. And forgive me if I'm coming across in that way. But what I want to say is, with this dish, don't do any dipping in soy sauce. Really, you don't need it. We take in enough salt in our daily, you know, diet as it is, so you don't need it. And we've got the wasabi in there and the Japanese tare. I've used tare before. Japanese tare, you can buy it in any supermarket here. Make sure you check to see whether it's vegan or not. And I have seen Japanese tare in Asian shops overseas, so I know you can get it. Just ask for yakiniku tare, okay? That's the one you want. Okay, so enough of that crapping on, and ready for the taste test. Itadakimasu. Holy crap. But without tooting my own horn, although you know I love to do that every now and again, this is so nice. I would pay money for this, seriously. And the beauty of it is I've done nothing, you know, that's taken days and hours and, you know, sweat and tears to make. It's all easy. Everyone can make it, and I hope that you do try it. So got my little sake, and I'm going to sit down with Sakura-chan, my cat, contemplate all the things going on in my life, and enjoy this sushi because it is so good. Thanks guys for watching. See you soon.